Hey guys, let's make bone broth. It is so easy and it's super healthy for healing your gut. So we're gonna cover three things. One, how to make it. And number two, why is it important to heal your gut, or how does it help heal your gut? And number three, what do you do when it's already done cooking? So let's get started. Okay, first of all, you wanna buy a organic chicken, a whole bird, and inside the bird will be all these pieces. So you want to keep these pieces. Ideally, the more bone you can have. If you're really brave, you can even go get the claws. What do you call those? The feet. The feet has the best collagen. So inside the cavity of this thing are all the organs. So you want to get those out and keep them because they have great source of collagen. And you know what I do? I don't fight with all the meat off the chicken. I just personally just take off the breast meat because it's the biggest piece of meat, and I remove the breast meat. Super simple. Take as much meat off the breast as I can because I'm going to use this later, either to saute vegetables today, or when the broth is done, I will saute the chicken with vegetables, or when the broth is done, I'll saute it and add it to the bone broth and make soup. So make some chicken soup. So there you go. So you have 2 pieces of chicken breast, which I'll cook later. And I have tried to take the meat off the legs before. It's sort of not worth it. So you just take the whole chicken and put it in either an Instapot or a crock pot. The cool thing about Instapot is it cooks really fast, like 4 or 5 hours. The crock pot takes about 24 hours. So yeah, it's a great investment to do the Instapot. So then what you want to do is either add some vegetables. I have here some celery and carrots. And what's the purpose of that? Is when it's pulling the collagen out of the bones, it's also pulling the minerals out of these vegetables. So you're just making bone broth that's full of minerals and collagen. And then of course, add some onions because it just adds amazing flavor. And you don't have to cut it fancy, small, large, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in some onions and carrots and celery or whatever you have on hand. You can add ginger and garlic and that kind of thing. And don't forget to add apple cider vinegar into your bone broth. This actually helps pull out the collagen out of the bones. So that just gives it a better flavor, adds some minerals to it, and then you have your collagen. So that's really important because it's the collagen that's actually going to go into the gut lining. So in your stomach lining, your intestines, and seal it and heal it. That's the component that it needs to heal and seal the gut lining. Plus it's very soothing for the digestive system, so it's very healing for you. So that's how you make it. That's what it does that's good for you. And then number 3, a lot of people have been asking, okay, so how do you store it? How long does it last? That kind of thing. It lasts, they say, about a week, maybe a week and a half. And I usually just get a glass jar. I get a glass jar and fill it up, keep it in the fridge. But a lot of times I didn't use it in a week and a half, so I kind of felt like I had to waste it. So I've discovered that if you pour it into cubes like this, you can keep it in the freezer. And then when you need it, pop it into a pot with a little bit of hot water, and you've got awesome bone broth. When you do ladle it out, I put what are those called? Colander? Those really thin ones with the small holes to keep all the larger things out of it, and it just makes liquid gold. So that's how I store it. Yeah, I think that's about it. How to make it, we covered that. Instapot or crock pot. You can also do it on the stove, but it creates such a smell in the room that some people don't like that part. How to make it, why it's good for your gut lining and how to heal your gut, and how to store it. I hope that helps, and it's super simple. Let me know if you when you do make your bone broth and how it goes, or if you have any questions, feel free and message me, and I'd love to help you make bone broth.